Hello, everyone on the invisible monorail. This is Ed Trice. I just thought I would show you what I'm doing with the reports you're sending in about the libtards or the accounts with no followers, or if it's in Russian, etc. So let me flip back up to my email. This one was sent in by Eileen, Hades 1968. So if you see here in blue, up here on the top left, I just copy that with my cursor. I go to Twitter. I just paste it in here, bring up this account. And Eileen writes, totally weird because UK account. So let's take a look. Well, she has a Laura Ingram post here about the attack against Kavanaugh. There is a fair number of UK things here. So this is potentially one that I would remove from the group. So let me go to my Excel spreadsheet here. I go back up to the top. This is my master list. I keep it all in Excel. All of the Twitter account names are in the far left column. So now I'm going to find this person's name here without the @ sign. Find next. Now this, it found it inside the HTML wrapper code that I have Excel write. I didn't write the code that's on the website. It sounds kind of funny. Excel wrote it. I created the Excel macros and the Excel formulas that would create that table in HTML for online. So it found it in the formula. It found it in this list, which is column E. I kind of sort everyone randomly. And here it is in the master list in row 6,150. So Hades becomes all Z's. And when I resort this list, all the Z's are going to be at the bottom. And I'm just going to delete them. I don't want to actually delete a row in this Excel spreadsheet because of all these crazy formulas that I have here, like in column I. This piece of text, this formula right here, equals, and then all this stuff, is what actually builds that the website. So you might say, how could I possibly, be putting all these names into a list? I don't. I create one master list, and then I use Excel kind of as the slave to do all the work. All I had to do is figure out how to do this for one account name, and it took a little bit of trial and error till I got it all right. And then I just used the fill down feature to fill it down through all 17,000 names, and poof, I've got a table of 17,000 names with all the reporting function built in. Like when you click on report this person on the website, it will go in there and figure out the person's name and fill out that email for you. You've already seen that. You click on the report button, it creates a subject line, it opens up your email, puts in a subject line, puts the name of the person in the body of the message, and leaves space for you to report the reason why you report them. So this person will no longer be in subsequent trains. So let me go back to my email. And all I have to do is, you guys are reporting like crazy. Luna Wima seems totally weird because she's promoting a business. Yes, some other people have already reported this account, and I agree. It's just self-aggrandizing their business and nothing to do with Pound MAGA. Let's see. Here's Guma204. So go to Twitter. I just paste that up there. Boom. Guma204. It doesn't exist. Is that what? Count does not exist. Okay, boom. So now I go back to my spreadsheet. I go up to XLA. I'm going to do a search for that person and then pull them out of the list. Now this is the weakest function that I perform, just removing them from the list. That's different from, I want to show you something else I do. I have this page here called trolls. These are the account names of people you have identified that the group needs to know, hey, block it. You know, case in point, this one was sent in by Tom. You know, JNAB555. Once you run some of his posts through the Google Translator, you see he loves Saddam Hussein. He had some sort of message about praising him, hoping God will forgive him, and he's in some sort of wonderful paradise. And there's a picture of Saddam Hussein on this profile, smiling and waving or something. It's like, insta-block. Do not pass go or collect $200. Twitter jail for the group. Okay, so everyone whose name is in this list that I'm compiling as I go through your report, I'm eventually going to send it out to you guys as this. It's going to say the @ name and my little abbreviated reason why we are going to block them as a group. For example, the first guy has no followers. The second person was a raving lunatic. The third person is a clone of Vortex Vixen 45, who, if you look in this list, she attacks other conductors. Some of the other reasons: libtard, spammer, parody account, Islam defender, one of these guys, DRF30. All he does is proclaim Islam to be the religion of peace, when we know that is horse shit. Okay? This Nicholas Reed 10 guy, he's an Iraqi surgeon, so he claims, and he's got no tweets. Autistic Dark Web, I mean, creepiest account I've ever seen. Very few followers given the length of time he's been on there. Yeah, we could block him. This AREK11130, the guy's made 2 tweets. One of them is about investments. Yeah, let me follow you, not, you know. So when you send in these reports, I do look at them. I pull up every profile. You guys are doing a fantastic job. If you have an individual case where someone is just blocking you and they don't seem to be toxic to the group, I'll let the group know about it, and I'll let you guys decide on a case-by-case basis. If they're blatantly aggressive, blocking you and saying all kind of nasty stuff like Vortex Vixen 45, of course, I'll side with you 100% of the time, every day of the week and twice on Sunday, if you point someone out like that to me. But this is what I'm doing with your reports, just letting you know that I am using the data. I will be purging names from the list, and I'm coming up with a better algorithm right now that I'm working on that should result in fewer and fewer instances of needing to report. That's the goal. We want to eventually create another list of fantastic Pound MAGA Trump supporters who are actively promoting the monorail. And unfortunately, we're going to have long lists of people that we have to go through. You know, as they say, you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find the prince. You know, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're going through the process of eliminating the people who don't seem to be strong candidates. And if they don't follow you back, you know, let me know. Let them know about the monorail, too. You know, it's important that we do not have an active presence on Twitter, too active. We can recruit using the direct message technique rather than the post technique. We will post things on our profile pages to see who contacts us, because really they're the people who are reading it, paying attention, and saying, hey, I might want to get involved with this. Those people are saving us a lot of time. If we try and gather everyone the way I'm harvesting these accounts right now, you see what we get. Some of the people just are not strong candidates. But the people who contact us, there are one of two types of people. Either they're spies for this Vortex Vixen 45 network, which we need to vet, or they're people who are legitimately want to join the group. And I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Trust them entirely until they betray you. And then when they betray you, burn the bridge. That's it. We don't need, no one's going to completely change their heart after they do the kind of betrayals that I have witnessed on Twitter. And perhaps some of you have witnessed it on your own. I mean, people just backstabbing you, just blocking you one day without giving you a single reason, cause, or just leaving that big question mark in your mind. We don't need these people. Those are the people who are only trying to see a high follower count next to their name. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I have a number next to my name on Twitter. Ooh, I'm somebody. It's like, whatever I have done in my life at this point and what I have accomplished is already prepared to be engraved on my tombstone. I do not need to see a little 4 or 5 digit number next to my name to think I've done anything in this life, okay? It's just totally absurd to me. There are people like that. If that's a secondary goal for you, sure, fine. Yeah, it'd be great to have a lot of followers. But I've already built 6 accounts up to 5,000 followers or more since about May. Twitter keeps banning me. And that's what I made. One of my account names was that. Twitter keeps suspending me. And they got pissed off because I figured out how to put Twitter in my name. You can't create an account name that has Twitter on it, but I figured out how to do it. And, they unceremoniously discharged me for that. Okay, so that's your update. Just letting you guys know I'm working hard just like you. I very much appreciate this, by the way. I mean, I really do. You guys are all warriors for the Trump campaign, and it gives me great delight to know that we are uniting in some small way to try and create change for this coming November midterm elections, which are very, very important. So I will see you out there, and thanks for tuning in.